Greetings everybody, John here with WikiGameGuides, and this is my walkthrough of the 6th mission in Metal Gear Solid 5. Perfect stealth, no kills, S ranking, all that good stuff. This is an extremely long mission, so I've heavily edited it, and it's still 9.5 minutes long. Definitely use D-Horse as your buddy for the beginning of this mission. I'll be switching to D-Dog for the last part, but there's just so much traveling for this. Skip all, if you're going for the S rank, skip all of the side outposts that you can. When you get to this main bridge, take the kind of ravine exit. Alternate route. This mission is really fucking long, and there's a lot of ways to really easily screw up towards the end. So what I'm going to do here is, hopefully you have, I'm trying to blank on the name of these mines. There's this mine that you can develop not too late in the game. You should have it, you know, by the time that you complete mission 30 and the final boss and all that. It's this electro mine that disables cars and stuns everybody in the car. And if you book it for this point right away and use D-Horse and just skip all the outposts, you'll be able to get to this point here, past this huge checkpoint, and actually see the hostage that normally comes into play later in the mission. So I'm gonna get to a little vantage point here and show this hostage. So what they normally do is, or what they always do, is they put him in that car and then they drive him to the final area of the mission. The place that's 11,000 meters away on with the yellow marker on my map. So what I'm going to do is, because I know that I'm going to use this EMN mine, and put all 4 of them in the road. On the recording before this, I only put one of these EMN mines in the road, and they somehow managed to drive over the mine without tripping it. Like, either they took a different turn, or I put it too tight on the corner, or they drove right over it and like one of the wheels didn't hit it. I don't know exactly how it works. So just throw all 4 down the road, and then it'll take about 1.5 minutes, or I cut out about 1.5 minutes of waiting for them to actually get in the car and start moving. And then as soon as they hit the mine, so like this is completely optional here. If you don't have the EMN mine, or you're playing through your first time, this is just like the easiest way to do this, because these guys end up being a pain in the ass later on. The 3 guards that are with them, it just makes the final part of this mission even harder if you don't take them out right now. So Fulton them all away. And then also, when you Fulton the hostage away, he will put directly on your map the location of the honeybee, the objective for this mission, the one thing that you're trying to get out of this whole mission. And the honeybee is kind of weird. It's a rocket launcher, and for whatever reason, like, it shows up in a couple different locations. Like, I was looking at some other videos online on YouTube, and someone posted a video of the location that was like not where I was expecting it to be. But the honeybee location is in a couple minutes here. So take this kind of left path here, and then when you can pause and take a look at exactly where my checkpoint is, but swap out the D-Horse for the D-Dog when you get to this point, because it'll make navigating through the caverns quite a bit easier and quite a bit safer, especially if you're trying to go for perfect stealth. So when you go to this left route here, the indirect route, the kind of sneaky, stealthy route, there's only 1 guard out in the main cavern area that you're really going to have to worry about. He's on the top of this crow's nest over here, the guard tower. I guess a crow's nest is for a ship, huh? Anyway, so yeah, just mark him. I'm still waiting on D-Dog to show up, and thank God, like, I had D-Dog land in a really bad place, so thank God that him landing, look at that, just flying in right there. Hopefully, or thank God that doesn't trigger the 0 stealth, or make you fail on the perfect stealth 0 kills thing. So this guard in the guard tower, if you just crawl right past him, you should be okay. There's a main entrance to, so we're trying to get into this building and then down into the caverns below. there's a main entrance to the building and then kind of a side entrance. That'll make it much easier. And if you take that car out where I did just a minute or two ago, I mean, you're not going to set off any alarms. They don't become aware. They don't become suspicious that the car hasn't shown up yet. At least if you complete the mission quickly, don't screw around with any of the other guard posts and just go straight to the objective. They won't become suspicious or get alert or anything like that. They're just going to keep patrolling around like it's nobody's business. So if you don't stop that car right there, there's going to be 3 more guards going in exactly the same place that I'm going right now. It just makes it that much more difficult. So if you can take out that car, or you know what, like even if you're watching this for your first playthrough, I would just shoot the driver of the car and then extract everybody else, or use the trank pistol on the driver of the car and then take the other guys out really quickly. Don't blow. Well, I mean, you could blow up the car even. Like if you wanted to just put C4 in the middle of the road. I mean, you don't have to save that hostage, so it's not really that big of a deal if you just kill everybody in that car. You may raise an alarm, and obviously that's killing people, but if you're just trying to beat the mission and don't necessarily care about the 0 kills, perfect stealth thing, then you could destroy that car as well, just to save yourself a hassle from coming through this area. So I'm going to wait a minute here. I see this, there's 2 guards down there, and there's a ton of rough diamonds laying around this area too, so pick them up along the way. So he's going to turn around in just a second, and just because I did this part so quickly, there are no... Are you going to sneeze? You can sneeze. There are no guards in the bottom part of the cavern, and if you didn't rescue the hostage, the yellow marker is still going to be down in this lower part of the cavern, but it will not show you the exact location of the honeybee. So, but the honeybee will be either in the room just outside of where I end up picking it up, or right where I pick it up, and it's kind of tucked away in a corner here. In a second, you'll see. Yeah, it's in this back room here. Through this next room. So sometimes the honeybee's in that room with rug that really ties the room together, and then most of the time it's out here. I don't know why it's inconsistent like that. So as soon as you get the honeybee, you want to run outside. There's a secret exit that you can use that unfortunately you can't use as an entrance, just because you can't climb up to it to access it from that outside area. You can only drop down from it. So run out this cavern here. And there's a bonus objective for not using the honeybee, the rocket launcher. After this cutscene right here, you're gonna get ambushed by a bunch of those parasitic skulls that kind of teleport all around the place. And the one reason to not stop that car is that if you don't, the car will be waiting for you right now to escape. But it's not too hard to escape the skulls. Just go right back to the place that you used to enter the mission and just climb right up these walls, and you will escape the skulls very quickly. It can be hard to find the climbing points, but it can be done. Yeah, I got turned around there for a second. Just keep climbing up, and now just sprint out of this base area, and then eventually the clouds will kind of disperse, and you'll hear like a sizzling sound, like a vampire in the daylight, like right there. There we go. And then basically that is the end of the mission. You just have to run to the helicopter now and get the fuck out of there. And there will probably be one more guard post. I think there's one more guard post I just want to, again, completely avoid if you're going for the S ranking, just so you can get out of there as fast as possible. And that is the mission. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more Metal Gear Solid 5 walkthrough updates. And if this video helped you out, give it a like and a comment. It really helps me out a lot. Thanks for watching, and game on.